Hey everybody. So I had made a stupid mistake and I told Douglas that I was going to shave with the Rockwell 6S set on 6 with a feather blade. Granted, this is a third use feather blade, but we'll see how this goes.
Shave it up!
Anyway, just to prove that I have what I have, I'll prove it to you here. So I do have a feather high stainless blade in there. You can see that. And I have the Rockwell razors plate number 6 set in there. Okay, I'll keep it all up here so you can see that I am doing it. All right, that's how it's set. All right, now I'm going to set this up here. I'm not touching it. All right, just to prove, in case there's any doubters. Although you'll probably see blood soon, so I doubt there will be any doubters. Ha. Anyway, I am not in my usual den. I'm in my parents' basement, actually. I am going to a funeral today, unfortunately. The oldest brother of my brother-in-law. I know that sounds kind of weird to be going to a brother-in-law's brother's wedding, or not wedding, funeral. But the biggest reason why is just because my brother-in-law's family, we're actually close family friends with them. And this guy, this big brother, is my age and has 3 kids, like me, and passed away in a motorcycle, he finally succumbed to injuries he sustained during a motorcycle accident. And so it's really, really sad. But I'll be shaving with Serenity from Soap Commander as a prelude to the funeral today. So I am shaving with the brush guy Noah brush today. I decided to bring that on the road with me. I love this brush already. I've only used it once and I'm already in love. But this will be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's not so much blood that YouTube doesn't let me post it. I don't want to have to put this on Live Leak or something. All right. Okay, folks. How's your Saturday going? Hopefully it's good. Hopefully you have better things to do than I do today. Although I am excited, today is not only the funeral. Of course, I'm not excited about that because I'm not a jerk. But today is the first day of General Conference, which is a great time of year. First weekend in April and first weekend in October. My church has a worldwide broadcast where we listen to our leaders who we sustain as prophets and apostles. And over the course of 2 days, there's about 10 hours of conference. And they'll share their messages with us and we will be uplifted and edified by what they're saying and inspired. So here we go. Rockwell 6S, set on 6 with a feather. Here we go. Now, if any of you watched my last video, I'm going to make sure I'm careful around that mole because that sliced wide open. So far, so good. Lots of stuff coming off of there. Just nobody try and call me while I'm doing this, okay? I guess I should be telling my wife that. So I guess this will be a special bonus video this week. They usually only release one a week, but wow. So far, there's no sign of roughness or anything. It's not overly aggressive. This is really impressive. So far with the Rockwell, I've only tried their blades, the Rockwell blades, and the Voskhod, or excuse me, Scott Leslie taught me how to pronounce this, Voskhod. See, I learned. I actually kind of have Russian in me, which is weird. Although I don't, because, so, story time. My great-grandfather immigrated from Russia, actually, to the United States back around the turn of the century of the 1800s to 1900s, so early 20th century. And he was actually a German, he was born to a German family, but he was born in Russia, in far western Russia. Back then, obviously, the Soviet Union. And it wasn't uncommon for German immigrants to be living there around that time. It was just prior to World War I. So, if any of you know your history, it's kind of a scary time. So he and his brother immigrated to the United States. They first landed in New Jersey, in Newark. And it was kind of cool, actually. Several years ago, my dad was there on business in Newark and found the church. Not only that, well, my dad found the apartment building that my great-grandfather, his grandfather, lived in when he first moved there. And he also found the church where he and my great-grandmother were married, which is still standing. It's one downside of being on this side of the country is that, well, I mean, that building was around in the 1900s. There's so much less history here as far as the American country, like the settlers and that kind of stuff is concerned. Don't get me wrong, I love living where I do, because it's gorgeous. This is amazing. I'm not feeling any irritation whatsoever. Well done, Rockwell. Holy cow. This is awesome. I told some people I was going to be shaving with the Rockwell 6S set on 6, and just as to prove it here, you see that 6? Yeah, it's set on 6. Yeah, I told some people that I was going to do it, and they're like, nice knowing you. But this is really impressive. It's incredibly smooth. I think I did reopen a little weeper that I had the other day, but that's to be expected with any razor. So I have some people commenting on the live video that I tried to do on Facebook and it didn't work. Apparently my connection wasn't strong enough to support a live video, so it's okay. We'll just do it this way. And because this is a company phone, I can just upload it wirelessly and not worry about it. Because there are no data charges. Alright. Alright. Money pass. Here we go. Ready? Can you hear that? Now granted, I am being particularly careful. aggressive razor, aggressive blade should mean bloodbath. And just to prove, this is still set on 6. Can you see that 6 there? Yep, there it is. All right, then we get a little, yeah, these are some weepers from the other night when I shaved. Just reopening, but you know, to be 100% honest and transparent, when Rockwell approached me about trying this razor, I was really skeptical. I thought it was hype. Thinking that there's no way that this razor that's not machined, which it is kind of, it's really done through injection molding mostly, but I thought there's no way this could hold up against some of those higher end models, like the ATT, the Wolfman. Granted, I haven't tried the Wolfman, so I don't know. The Barbaros, that kind of stuff. All right, yeah, there's some blood there, but it's not bad. Nearly as bad as it could be. I mean, granted, the light isn't great there, so there's a few little weepers there, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, enough of the face. Let's see if I get scalped. Let's get a little more soap on here. Yep, we're seeing some of that. But those, again, are little bleeders that I had from the other day that are opening up. So I can't necessarily blame the razor for that because they were already there. It's reopened them, but they were already there. So let's do this. Add a little more water. Yeah. Some of these really like to bleed, unfortunately. But I'm not overly concerned about them. It's mostly just little spots, little ingrowns, or little pimples. That's mostly all it is. Oh, splash. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Again, just to prove, still set on 6, and still has the feather in there. Okay? Just to prove everything's on the up and up. All right, let's do this. Okay. Sorry for the interruption there. My wife called. I told her not to call while I was doing this. All right. So, let's see here. Here we go. And in my head, I always go against the grain. Just one pass against the grain. So, let's see how this goes. So far, nothing. No incidents. Let's see. All right. So far so good, right? I got a little bit of residue under the blade there. I'm just gonna rinse that off. A little bit of stuff that's not washing out. All right. Yeah, that stuff. Yuck. Or as I tell my 2-year-old, icky, icky. All right. Everything's on the up and up. Still using a feather. Still number 6. Okay. Just to prove it to you. Right? All right. Did you guys see any blood back there? I didn't feel anything. Soap's looking a little dry over here, but if I cut myself there, I'll just blame my wife because she's the one that called me and made my soap dry out. All right. Okay. There we go. So let's finish up a little stuff there. Excellent. Now the hard part. The dome. If you've never shaved your head before, you should know that the sides of the head are really easy. All around here, easy. The hard part is the dome. Because there's only about that much space where the blade is actually contacting your head. So it's really tricky and really easy to accidentally throw it off balance and totally get yourself. There we go. There we go. Rockwell 6S, set on 6. You see that 6 there with a feather blade. And I survived. Quite well, actually. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to finish up my shave and I'll just wrap this up. But thanks for watching, everybody. And if you haven't checked out the Rockwell 6S, man, go do it. Because even set on its most aggressive setting, silky smooth, really no irritation. A couple little reopenings, but no irritation whatsoever. That was fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Anyway, that's it for me. Be smooth, shave it up. We'll see you next time.